Hello everyone, today we're going to be making coffee macarons. Alright, so make sure you have all your ingredients ready and at hand. We're going to go ahead with beginning to preheat our oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're going to make sure we get all of our egg whites from our 3 eggs. Now you can put those to the side, let them cool to room temperature, and I'm going to add my icing sugar and make sure I have exactly 130 grams. If it's just a point down, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to do the same with my almond flour and make sure it's also 130 grams. And now my teaspoon of cacao powder and espresso powder. It's going to bind together and give it such a great taste and flavor. And the smell is just great. And I'm adding more coffee because, as you see, coffee is amazing. And I'm adding some more cacao powder. All I did was add probably a teaspoon bit more. Make sure you don't overdo it with too much extra dry ingredients because you don't want to mess up your mixture. And now we're just going to sift all those dry ingredients together. Make sure there's no lumps. Alright, sift it well. Just mix it all together. And this is my leftover. Those big lumps, you can go ahead and disregard that, throw it away. And meanwhile we put our dry ingredients to the side. We're going to add our egg whites to your mixing. And just let it mix until it's a bit pale, but not too pale. Once it looks like this, you can go ahead and add your cream of tartar inside. This isn't fully necessary, but I just believe it gives it a much better shape and the color is much more beautiful. This is the one I use. I got this at Target. But if you don't want to use it, it's totally fine. And now I'm just going to measure out my powdered sugar. Alright, make sure I have 130 grams of that. And I'm going to sift it. We don't want any lumps in there. Piece by piece. You don't want powdered sugar flying all over your kitchen because that's terrible to clean up. And once you've mixed it for a good 5 to 6 minutes, this is what it should look like. Stiff peaks, glossy, and it's ready to be combined with the dry ingredients. Make sure you add them at least 1/3 apart, so you can just bind it well and you're being gentle with this mixture. You don't want to incorporate too much hardness into it. You don't want it to lose its shape, its air. We need it to stay like that. So you're really just folding the mixture gently and then just adding my other part into it, and I continue to fold. Make sure you're going under, getting all those dry ingredients. Alright, so here we have more dry ingredients added. Just keep folding, and you're going to keep folding until you have this consistency. It falls down like a ribbon, and that's the perfect time to go ahead and add it to your piping bag and just pipe it onto your silicone sheet, your wax paper, just to make sure this does not get stuck because we want them to come off easily. Alright, get those filled out onto your silicone sheet. And we're going to tap it on the counter. I didn't record myself doing that, but right after I did that, I went ahead and got a little stick, and I just made sure there was no air bubbles left inside the macarons. And now I'm just sifting over some cacao powder just because it makes it look much more beautiful, and the extra taste of chocolate. Alright, and after 10 to 15 minutes, a little hard shell is going to form on top, and when your finger bounces off just like this, it's not sticky, go ahead and add it to your oven. And that's going to be inside for a good 20 minutes or so. Just until you see the little legs forming in the bottom, that's when you'll be able to take it out and then let it cool. So meanwhile that's being done, I'm mixing up my milk and my espresso powder. And that's just so I can make my ganache. I use Nescafe because I believe theirs just smells great. And I'm going to pour that over my dark chocolate chips. Let that sit and melt away, and then I'm just going to bind it together and mix it. And then once I'm done mixing it, I'm going to let it cool for a while. We don't want to pour it too hot. I mixed the butter until it was pale white, 1 stick of butter, and then I added the chocolate. Alright, and that's what the eggshells look like. Yes, one of them did not make it, but he's still very delicious. So we're going to go ahead and take out our eggshells and just pick the cookies that look that they fit best together. Alright, so I guess that's how we paired them out. And now this is what the outcome looks like once they're filled. Some were drizzled in chocolate, one of them had a crack on top, but it was still very delicious. Let's crack it open and see what it looks like inside. And this is the beautiful outcome of our macaroons. Not hard to make at all. And thank you for watching my video. You can go ahead and subscribe for more upcoming videos, and just give this a thumbs up if you like it and you want more of these. Thank you.